case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 2015, a case called Comptroller Maryland v. Wynne came before the Supreme Court of the United States. At the heart of the case was a key constitutional principle embedded in the Commerce Clause: the notion that states cannot unjustly treat income earned outside their borders differently than income made within their confines. The challengers of the case took aim at Maryland's income tax system. They argued that the system unfairly taxes the income of residents earned both within and outside the state, without offering those residents a complete credit for income's taxes they had already paid to other states. Essentially, this setup led to double taxation on interstate revenue, effectively discriminating against interstate commerce. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the challengers, asserting that Maryland's taxation system did indeed contravene the Commerce Clause of the Constitution. They stated that the state's approach resulted in a taxation imbalance between intrastate and interstate income. Despite this ruling, not all of the justices agreed. Notably, Justice Scalia presented a dissenting opinion, arguing that the Commerce Clause was a judicial fraud. However, the court pointed out that this doctrine had been consistently endorsed in previous rulings. Meanwhile, Justice Thomas argued strongly against the use of the Commerce Clause doctrine, asserting that there were no constitutional prohibitions on states imposing the type of taxes used by Maryland. Despite these divergent views, the court held firm in its decision. It upheld the application of the internal consistency test and the negative Commerce Clause, legal principles that impose limits on a state's ability to tax its residents, particularly in cases where a tax discriminates against out-of-state income. In conclusion, the Supreme Court ruled that Maryland's income tax system, in failing to offer full credit for income taxes paid elsewhere, breached the dormant Commerce Clause by imposing double taxation on interstate income. It declared Maryland's style of taxation to be unconstitutional and dismissed the counterarguments put forward by Justices Scalia and Thomas. The ruling affirmed that the power of the states to tax is not without limits, especially when it leads to discrimination against interstate commerce.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.